Hi everyone, today I have a special guest to interview. She's a famous author, she's a Filipino, and she's an incredible woman, an international award-winning author who walked the red carpet in New York and Phoenix, Arizona, and was recognized for her inspiring book, I Am Phoenix Rising.
Well, Gladys, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And you're an award-winning author now.
I know. I can't believe it's so surreal.
Tell us the title of your book for our audience and also the one message that you want to make an impact to the world with.
Yes, I Am Phoenix Rising is a book. It's a transformational book. This is a book that will guide you to, embrace your authenticity, your true self. Because oftentimes we're so preoccupied with things around us and we forget about ourselves. So this book is a book that gives a message for people out there, for all those who want it. We are like Phoenix. We need to, burn first the old self and then rise.
True authentic self. I love that. Is there one thing that you took away from today's conference that touched your heart?
Yes, the story of Nim. And aside from that, it's all these amazing authors. Like, if you want to go all the way, go all in. I like that.
Well, yeah. Thank you. We love you. We can't wait to keep our relationship continuing with you.
Yes.
And we hope you enjoyed the gala this evening.
I am already enjoying. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Beyond her achievements as an author, she continues to make a meaningful difference in our community here in Winnipeg. Let's all welcome Gladys Martin, our inspiring award-winning author. Hi Gladys, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. How about you, Ate?
I'm good. Thank you for coming. It's an honor to be with you today.
It's my honor to be interviewed by you, of course. And I'm grateful. Wanted to say hi to everyone, to the fans club of Ate Mary J.
What's your book? So can you tell us about the book?
Oh, my book, that's my first book actually written. It is called I Am Phoenix Rising. It's a very surreal because it was my first attempt to write a book. And then what happened was I won an International Impact Book Award that was done at Phoenix, Arizona last year. Mm-hmm. So that book is about, embracing yourself, your flaws, and that it's a very, it has a very deep meaning to me because in that book it shows my story. It's about my personal journey, and it's not just that. I am the purpose of that book when I wrote the book is to be a representative or to represent those other people who cannot voice out what they feel and how they felt and all the things that going around. So how to embrace self in spite of all the struggles. Okay. So I kind of saw myself as, why don't I represent them? I am not just me, but I'm representing those other people who's like me, who wanted to have a voice to hear their stories.
When you at the stage when you received the award, so what's the feeling, and are you surprised, or that you're ready?
Yeah,
how you feel?
Before the awarding, I got an email from them congratulating me, said that in the category of personal growth, I won that award. So it was it's surreal in a sense that I am competing with hundreds, not just in Canada, it's not just in the Philippines, we're talking about global. So there, I know that in our category, it started 50 people chosen, 50 authors, great authors. Some of them are seasoned authors already, and then trimmed down to 9, and then from 9 to 3, and then I got it. I got it. So it's
you can believe it, or
so it's like a roller coaster emotions. Is this real, or is this I am not sure. Am I really deserving that? One of those 3 is an author in the United States already, and it's I think it was the 7th book. His entry. So, but there is always a purpose in everything.
What do you do to make yourself busy?
My friends call me I'm a machine because I do a lot. Aside from I'm doing my second book, but I'm also like, I'm busy doing, I have two not-for-profit organizations. One is Kids Depot, that is helping the government, build daycares. So we are a not-for-profit organization. In Manitoba, there's like 23,000 kids who need daycare. So we are like in collaboration with the government to see, we're not getting anything from here. We're just volunteers. Ours is a cooperative daycare. So like parents will be the members. And then we're scouting for places. There are like 5 top areas in Winnipeg that is needing daycare. So we are scouting places in that top 5 places that needed daycare. It's like they have this so-called model index. So right now we found 2, and we are trying to talk to the owners or the property owners to see how we can build a daycare there. Aside from that, I do have another not-for-profit, which is New Hope Foundation of Manitoba, that we advocate for mental health, addiction, and homelessness. So every month we have activities like collaborating with Manitoba Harvest, and then we have those items, grocery items that we get from them, and then we distribute that to 23 mental health home cares. Aside from that, if ever there are other items, we go out, like looking for homelessness, we give them food. And then we also advocate, like we talk to the government, like whatever is the gap between mental health, all those stuff. So, these are wonderful people that we need to respect. And one of the things is to be, that I learned is to be more compassionate about these people.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's amazing. And
That is on top of my full-time job.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you help the community, you help the children, and it's really amazing.
Oh, thank you. But if no one can do it, then who else,
that's
right? We are here because we have our purpose, and I think my purpose is, to see what are the things that can be done, that needed to be done, especially for our brothers and sisters who needs our care, who wants to know that they are loved, they are safe, and that we are here for them.
Can you advise to all the people, or especially the teenager now, who have struggling on their life? So what advice you can give to them?
That is a very interesting question, actually. Now that, because we have the social media, so it's like a system. The social media is a system that tells you you should be like this, you should be like that. So if you're not like this, then you do not belong. That's how I get it. Like, that's how I feel with social media. They always say you have to be authentic, but then when someone wanted to become authentic, or like showing the authentic self, they would say, the social media would say, hang on a second, not that authentic. So it's like, what do you mean by authentic? Now the name or the word authentic becomes very vague nowadays. But with the teenagers, even if not teenagers, even the normal people, all of us, what I wanted to say is that you don't have to compete with others.
That's true.
You just have to be yourself.
Yeah, that's
because you have to believe that you are uniquely,
unique.
are uniquely created. You have a purpose why you're here, and the only thing you need to do is to grow.
That's true.
And love yourself first. Never mind other people. You have to be the best friend of yourself. And then figure it out yourself. What is the thing that makes me happy? And then kind of go from there. It is something deep that you have to go into. It's there is an inner compass. That's what I call it. We have this guide inside of us that we have to listen. Sometimes not sometimes, oftentimes we don't listen to that, or we don't really hear them, or that compass, that's what we call the higher being, the higher self, whatever, universe, whatever you want to call it. It's because we are so preoccupied of the things that's happening around us, and we're so busy looking at other people.
That's true.
How we can achieve that when you didn't even know like what they went through. You compete for that because you wanted to belong,
Yeah.
but you don't have to.
Just be yourself.
Just be yourself. You have to be unique. Uniqueness is God's gift for you. You just have to figure it out what it is that you have. You don't have to compete with other people. You are loved, you are safe, and you are enough. You are perfect as it is.
Wow. So I didn't read yet everything. I just, open it, and I think
Kind of browse.
yes, because on my day off I want to read all, maybe in one day.
It's only a 20-minute reading.
I
You know,
wanna-
this is really intentional.
Yeah.
Why I made it like this thin? It's because I know I like reading books. Sometimes because I like reading books, and I don't know if I have ADHD or whatever when it comes to books.
Message here is very powerful. Your past is not defining you for who you are. You know,
What you've done in the past shouldn't define who you are
you are
today.
today.
The struggles that you had, the problems that you had, whatever decision you made in the past, whether it's favorable or not, you should be gentle to yourself. Because at that very moment, when you make that decision, you just think that that's the best decision you made. And then moving forward, you think like, oh, I made a mistake. It's okay. I don't always say, with me, personally, I don't say you're a failure. There's no such thing as fail, only lesson learned. If you learned something in that situation or in that certain decision that you made, it's already a win
right.
because there is growth in learning.
Yeah.
You would never know not until you made that mistake, if you call it mistake. But for me, I always call it, it's a learning process. Life is, this world is like a very big university that we enrolled into. And that we decided that we will be learning and then eventually graduate. We will be learning about all emotions, all struggles, how we can grow, how we can see each other perfectly, respecting others. All signed for this. And through that, it's a process, it's a learning. It is never perfect, but the journey makes it perfect because in every phases that you are in is you when you learn. Just know, for all those watching, just know that you are loved and you are enough. You don't have to compete with other people. You have a sole purpose why you're here. So you have to be strong. Even in a situation where you think you shouldn't be there, you are at the right place at the right time. The world, the universe, God, whatever you call it, is just preparing you for something bigger. You just have to believe, trust the process, and everything, sooner or later, everything will fall into places. And then that is when you realize, oh, that's why I was in that kind of situation. God will never abandon you.
Tell us about your Nayan campground.
Yeah, Nayan Campground is the first Filipino campground in Manitoba and actually in North America. Right now, we're still developing it. It's a fusion of the Filipino culture and the Canadian culture. I wanted to showcase the Filipino. That I just want to tell the world that this is who we are. This is our culture. Without you guys going to the Philippines, because you can see it here. You don't have to fly and spend like thousands of dollars. The cabins are Tandang Sora. We have Bonifacio. We have Rizal, and in the future we're building more of the cabins, and then just like that, I want to show people that if we celebrate two different culture, I'm embracing Canadian culture, and then of course I will never forget where I came from, my root, the Filipino. If you fuse two different culture, you will create something beautiful out of that. So that is why I had that concept of Nine Campground. And I'm so happy that I have a team. I have Jen, Irvin, I have Chris, I have Kathy, and I have Sheena. They're the best team ever. They're the one helping us. It's a corporation actually. They're the best team ever, and we're all aligned that we wanted to promote the Filipino culture at the same time how it looks like if you found it in a Canadian setting. The great Canadian outdoor, which is campground, that is very Canadian. So and like we infuse the that outdoor setting with the Filipino culture, and there are so much. We're grateful for those people who come there because there's like, oh, so you guys are Filipino, and you know, I feel proud. Yes, I'm Filipino. I was like, really? So, oh, this is your culture, and yeah. So,
So would you like to invite our kababayan to all Winnipeggers, Manitoban?
Inviting everyone when you have time, or if you have time, especially summer is coming, go to Nyan Campground. It is at Hadashville, RM of Reynolds, and I would love to see you there and just say hi. I have other team members there, and they would love to see you and tour you around that 22 acres campground.
Okay, so last one, Gladys, can you invite our followers also that where they can buy your book?
First, I would like to thank you because I'm grateful that you are promoting my book as well and me. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So that it's an honor to be promoted by someone like you. And for those who's listening or watching this, I would like you to purchase my book, I Am Phoenix Rising, and I hope it will touch all the words there would touch you. Just like those other readers whom I got some comments and they really like the book. The proceeds of this book will be going to two charitable institution in the Philippines, the Emmaus Apostolate. Those are that is a house of charity for seniors, abandoned seniors, and then I have the mapagpalang Kamay ni Madre Rita Barcelo, which is an orphanage. So if you buy the book, you are not, it doesn't go to me, it goes to them. So you are helping charity institutions, which those two are so close to my heart. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Gladys. So hope to see you again and
you'll be
get to
seeing
know
me a
more
lot.
about your second book. Oh,
yes.
Before I forget about the voting. So can you tell about our viewers about the voting for your for globally?
Oh yes, there is this international awarding for best author or author of the year. So I was fortunately nominated by them.
Yes.
So the voting is like 60% is from the judges and 40% from the readers, people around the world. So it's an honor to be nominated alongside with all these great authors. Some of them are my favorite authors. So it's like you. So you get those goosebumps that it's a huge accomplishment. Just being nominated. So if you have time, please go to there's a link in your page, and you can just follow the link and then vote for me. Thank you.
Our next award winner is Gladys Martin. Gladys's book is called I Am Phoenix Rising. Won in the categories of personal growth and personal development.
I think it's out now.
Yeah, you can find that at Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. Indigo has that, Chapters has that, so you can get it anywhere.
Thank you, Gladys, for coming in today, and it's my pleasure, and I'm so
Thank you so
honored and
much.
grateful you come today, and we hear your story. It's amazing, and we learn a lot from your story. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, cut.